Welcome everybody to Clarington Kia. Today we're going to take you on a tour of this like new 2025 Kia Seltos EX All-Wheel Drive. This has just under 26,000 kilometers on it, no accident history, and let's talk about the color. This is probably the most popular color in the Seltos. It's called Pluton Blue, very close to that nice Tiffany green for all you ladies out there. Hope you have something Tiffany. If not, this could be your expensive Tiffany jewelry, because this is really a piece of jewelry. This Seltos is such a fantastic design, and that's what we're going to do today, is take you on a tour of the condition of this as well as the great features. Now, what is underneath the hood of a Seltos is a 2-liter 4-cylinder engine connected to an automatic transmission, and it is all-wheel drive. That being said, you can get fuel economy down into the 6 liter per 100 kilometer range on this. Put it into eco mode, drive nice and conservatively, and it will just sip fuel. As you can see from the side profile here, this is a subcompact SUV. The fun part about it though, it is the largest subcompact SUV. So it's got tons of room on the inside, which you will see when we get to that. Now we've got 17-inch alloy wheels on the EX model, some great looking Nexen tires on here as well. Turn signal indicators in the mirrors. Again, this Pluton Blue is just an incredible paint color. We've got roof rails up top. You can put some crossbars on there if you like. Now, as we're doing this tour, if I find any dings, dents, scratches, I will point them out to you. That is the purpose of this. So that way, if you're at home considering buying this vehicle, you'll know everything you need to know to make a decision that this is the right one by the time you're done watching. We've got this great looking LED light bar across the back, the Seltos badge, and then lots of glossy piano black on the Seltos. One of the nice things about Kia is they do a lot of gloss black without paying any extra. Now, I did notice down here just a little mark on this back bumper finisher here. Not a big deal. It's not metal, it is plastic, so that's not going to rust. We don't have to worry about that. I apologize if there's a bit of wind noise. It's a very windy day here. All right. In the trunk, here's one of the bigger surprises that you will see. It can fit a full golf bag with the driver still in, and a full size luggage with some room to spare. If you need a little bit more room, the seats do fold down, of course, but this is a great size trunk, especially considering, again, it is a subcompact SUV. Going around to the passenger side, everything looks nice and tidy here. There's only one little door ding, and you'll notice it right here. Kind of catch it right there. Not a big deal. This is just a scuff in the paint. I don't believe that's through down to the bare metal, so a little polish on there should remove that. Now, if that's a big deal for you, you can ask the sales team how much it would cost to have a paintless dent repair professional come and pull that out. I don't think it's terribly expensive to get that done. Now, coming around the front, we've got these great looking LED daytime running lights. We also have LED headlights and LED fog lights down below. So all the bright white light that you want at night to make sure that everything is nice and lit up for you. Again, the gloss piano black finish on the front grille, and then just some of the details here. Like, look at the finish that they put on this grille, right? The Seltos is a very, very overbuilt vehicle. And what I mean by that is you get a lot of features that you probably shouldn't get in a vehicle that typically costs this much. There should be in a more expensive car, but Kia did a great job of putting them into this vehicle. Having a look, we've got these great looking leather seats. You'll notice here the very cool pattern in them as well. This is a non-smoker vehicle. There's no rips, tears, stains, or burns on the interior. Center armrest that folds down, and then we have 2 USB-C ports down here, as well as the rear heating and air conditioning ducts too. Make sure everybody stays nice and comfy. Up front, this EX features a power sunroof. Forgot to have that open. I was shooting photos of the inside. Nice power sunroof. Again, great looking leather seats. Now the Seltos has a height adjustable seat too, so you can sit up nice and high. Let's hop in here. All right. So now that we're inside, I always love to talk about the advanced safety features that you're going to get on this vehicle, considering it's going to be a family car, I'm sure. So we have forward emergency braking with forward collision warning. In other words, if you're distracted, the Seltos can come to a complete stop for you automatically in an emergency situation to hopefully avoid a collision in front of you. We have blind spot warning, which is in the side view mirrors here. We have lane keeping assist with lane follow assist. We also have, as on top of the blind spot warning, you have blind spot collision avoidance, which means if you go to make a lane change and for some reason you ignore that or whatever the case is, and you go to make a lane change and there's somebody in your blind spot, the Seltos will actively keep you in your lane to avoid, kind of going into traffic on your left or on your right. We have rear cross traffic alert and rear cross traffic avoidance assist, which I'll show you in the rear view mirror here, rear view mirror. Yeah, rear view camera is what I meant to say. I was thinking I was going to mess up that line before I even said it. Here's our rear view camera. So if there's anything coming from the sides of the vehicle that perhaps you can't see in this camera view, it will alert you with a little yellow ring around the camera and then also actively brake for you, so that way you don't go pulling out into some sort of traffic, whether it's kids, bikes, cars, or what have you. All right, now we have a heated leather wrap steering wheel up front. Really, really nice. Gets nice and warm very quickly. Now that can also be handy because we do have a remote starter on the EX model here. So you can see the remote start there on your nice Kia key fob. One of the changes for 2025 was now we get this nice digital driver's gauge system here. So you can see you can change some of these colors too. I believe it changes with the different drive modes that you go in. 25,843 kilometers. Now we're going to change the drive modes here just by rotating through this dial here, and let's see what that does. So if we change it to normal, there you go, sport, and then smart. So that will change how the engine and transmission will react to obviously give you the best power, the best economy, or it kind of decides for you when you're in smart mode. Now we have automatic headlights and our fog light toggle there. And then in our infotainment system here, there's a nice touchscreen system. You can see we have Apple CarPlay and Android Auto as well. And then again, another overbuilt feature here is the climate control. Most cars of this size would not get a climate control system, but the Seltos has it. So you just set your temperature, push that auto there, and it'll automatically bring it to that temperature for you. Another couple of USB ports, our drive mode button, our 3-stage heated seats, our heated steering wheel, and then on the right side we have our all-wheel drive lock and our other passenger heated seats. So you can actually have locking rear differential in this as well, which is fantastic. If you get yourself into a really, really sticky situation, we'll just say there's a ton of snow and you kind of feel like you're about to get stuck, pushing that lock button will really help you drag yourself out of that in case you get into that situation. The all-wheel drive system is fantastic. And yeah, that combined with that will be it's not dummy proof, but it's getting there. Just wanted to show you as well some of the nice piano black trim that we have. I love the texture on this speaker cover as well. All right, so like I say, Seltos does a fantastic job. This is why it's Kia's probably #1 selling vehicle. It's probably still the #1 selling vehicle. It's because it is just so overbuilt, as you can see here. And then last but not least is our Carfax. No accidents, nothing. Just a fantastic find here. All right, so this one has 25,843 kilometers. Folks, if this video has been helpful for you at home to make a decision to purchase this beautiful Tiffany jewelry here from Clarington Kia, please let the sales team know. It just helps us understand that doing these videos is good for business, good for customers, good for everybody all around. But if you are looking for a fantastic Seltos, you have found it here at Clarington Kia. Visit us online at claringtonkia.ca or in store right here in the heart of Boneville. We are so easy to get to from anywhere basically in central Ontario, and then you can get behind the wheel of the Seltos with one of our amazing sales teams and then drive it home and call it your own. So thanks so much for watching. Congratulations to whoever picks up this Pluton Blue, Tiffany Blue Kia Seltos. Thanks for watching.